Hello everyone, this is Azerate and welcome to Diggy Basics episode 1 and today I will tell you the difference between regeneration and capacity, which is the most important thing you have to know to play this game efficiently, okay, to start mastering this game, which is not that hard, but again some people might need a little bit of help, so that's why I am here. This is based on the PC version of the game, but this of course also applies to the mobile version, just the same, right? So Diggy's Adventure is an energy-based game, meaning we need energy to do anything, right? If we go to a location, we have tiles there, as we are referred to, blocks that cost energy to be dug, right? So in order to have this energy, we need to manage our camp properly. So first, let me just say a couple words on the information we have here. So if you mouse over your energy bar, on the mobile version, of course, tap on it, you will see some information, right? Your base capacity is 200. Your base region will be lower than mine here because I have windmills. I am recording this on my, of course, main account, so it's naturally faster than what you will have. However, all the same principles still apply. So without any items, you will get 1 energy point per minute, which is pretty long, right? Up to 200, and then it fills and you have to spend it, right? So here, once you mouse over the bar of energy, you have some info. It tells you when your energy will fill up in how long, right? Gives you the hour, right? So here, according to this information, my energy will be full in 9 minutes 31, right? It counts down as the energy regenerates. And then in brackets we have the hour. I'm recording this around midnight, so of course 9 minutes after midnight the bar will be full. Below we have regeneration speed, so this is our most important number basically in this game, and this is what you will always work on improving in order to really improve your game, right? Below we have another figure which tells us how often we get 1 energy. Then we have how much from a camp equip. Right now I have 0 because I cleared all my items. Windmills are something that I will cover in a separate video maybe. And of course the basic rate is 60 per hour, right? So that's one energy every minute without any items, yeah, without any windmills, etc. Right, so this is our base and that's where we start. Now, in order to improve this, in order to move forward, we need to buy items and put them in our camp. In the new version, on the PC and also on mobile, you need to click here on this ladder and this takes you to Camp Underground, okay? So let's go there. So here all of my slots are already available, right? You have to purchase them with materials. This is what you will be doing while playing the game, right? You will be unlocking these slots in order to be able to put an item in here. Okay, so this is how it works. But again, you will start with some slots available where you will be able to put your items. Of course, items have to be bought in the shop. You have this icon here. So let's take a look at some items. Again, these are end game items, so let's move to something that is maybe more relatable to newer players, right? And as you can see, we have 2 types of items, right? So other games might be more problematic to learn. Here there are only 2 things you need to understand, okay? One are regeneration items, and the second one capacity items. Here you have the filter. You can hide the regeneration items and then you will only see capacity items, or the other way around, you can hide capacity items and you will only see regeneration items. Right, so let me show you how to use this in practice. Let's say we buy something giving us capacity. So for example, if we buy this stone cabinet here, right? Put it in the camp, click OK. Our maximum capacity has now moved up, right? It's 270. This item gave us this additional 70. What this did is it will now take longer for our energy bar to fill up completely. Okay, so as you can see, now it will take 23 minutes to fill it completely up to 270. Right? If I remove this again, right, we only have 5 minutes until the full energy 200. Right? So that's what capacity does, basically. It increases the maximum your energy bar can reach. However, capacity does not increase your regeneration speed, which is what we are interested in. So again, let's switch to regeneration. Right, now you see all these regeneration items. For example, large stamp, let's put it here, gives us 4 energy per hour, 4 more, right? And right now, as you can see, our energy per hour increases. Okay, so the trick here is to combine regeneration items and capacity items in order to make settings to fit our lifestyle. Okay, so let me show you on my own example here. Of course, once you purchase items, you can hide them and then you can use the inventory, right, to use your own items. Again, these items here are pretty high level, so don't get scared, but either way. Okay, so let's use the whale, for example. Let's put it here. As you can see, the whale gives twice 3,000 or 6,000 in total, right? So we have increased our energy capacity total for the camp to 6,200. With our current regeneration speed, which is 236, it will take 25 hours to fill that, right? Which is of course not what we want. So let's now add a regeneration item, for example this one, right? It gives 600 per hour, and now our regeneration jumps to 836, and we have an error. Okay, so after this addition, my energy bar will now fill in just under 6 hours, right? Of course, there is some energy here already, so without it, it will be like 6 hours and a half, right? So again, the whole trick is to balance those two types of items to reach the desired goal, right? Of course, the trick to progressing as fast as possible is to use as many regeneration items with as little capacity items as possible. Okay, so during the day you should aim for a mode that fills for about an hour or maybe 2 hours. Again, depending on your preference, but you should reach a situation where your energy recharges for 2 hours or so, right? That's probably the best idea for the day mode. That's what we call it. So you should balance regeneration and capacity items in such a way so that, of course, all your slots in the camp should be used, right? Don't mind that, because I have all my slots free, so I'm just showing you on a couple items the principle, right? So here we now have 2,336 energy per hour with 6,200 energy capacity, and this will fill for about 2 hours, right? So this would work Again, not only these items, but in your case it will be more items probably that give you the same numbers, but this is an example of a good so-called day mode. Okay, now let's say we would like to of course we cannot play every 2 hours all the time, right? Sometimes, very often, we leave our homes for a longer time, or we just don't want to play for a longer time for whatever reason, right? Of course, the one of the best examples is sleeping, right? So if you sleep, you probably won't be playing the game for like 6, 7, 8 hours, depending on how long you sleep, of course, right? So in order to accommodate for that, we need to use more capacity items. Here, this one is too big, right? So we are adding these capacity items and therefore increasing the filling time. Yeah? Again, the rule here is pretty simple, so I hope you now understand what's going on. Right, after this short explanation, I will now set my camp. I will set both modes for my camp. I will speed this up, not to bore you too much, and I will show you the end result then. Right, so as you can see, after a while, again, it won't take you as long as I did, because of course, well, if you're a beginner, you probably won't have that many slots in your camp, but I just managed to create what we call a day mode. You can see the stats here, 28 944 energy per hour, capacity is 61k, so this creates a mode that regenerates for about 2 hours. So basically with this, every 2 hours I will have 62k almost energy, right? So this is an example of a day mode. Of course you can freely manipulate it, right? So if you want to do that, you can remove the weakest item, right? The weakest regeneration item, hide it, right? And add more capacity. This will lower the regeneration speed slightly, but increase the capacity, allowing you to be longer away from the game and not lose energy, right? And this is the principle of this game. This is pretty much the most important thing. This is, if you master this, if you understand this, you have basically mastered this game. Okay, pretty much. There are some tricks, there are some, things that you learn with time, but this is pretty much it. Yeah, if you know this, you know how to play. Right, just to wrap up the video, this is my night mode. Again, I can quickly switch to it thanks to the Professor's Switch system, which I will maybe make an additional video about. But here, just to show you, I have this switch here, right? So I set up 2 modes. The first one, day mode, is the one that I just set in front of you on video. The second one is my old night mode. not modified yet after the update. So as you can see here, I have just above 18,000 energy per hour with 160,000 capacity, and this allows me to be away for about 8 hours and a half from the game without losing energy, right? So basically I go to sleep and I wake up to this amount of energy. Right, so this is pretty much it. Once again, the whole secret is to know the two types of items, regeneration and capacity, and being able to manipulate them in order to reach the desired setting of the camp. Right? As long as you do that, you will progress at a very decent pace in this game. Thank you very much. This has been the first episode of Diggy Basics. I am Azerate, and I'll see you next time.